Minasan konnichiwa. My name is Germán Oliva. I am the chef of the Embassy of Mexico in Japan and the Mexican food promoter. Today we're going to talk about a very popular recipe in Mexico, a very popular sweet. Today we're talking about churros. Churros is a very popular sweet in Mexico, and even if it's not a recipe that the origin was Mexican, the origin was Spain, when it got to Mexico, it turned very popular and we adapted to the Mexican style. This sweet is very popular in Mexico, and it is also famous when every weekend that we normally go to a church or we visit some famous park in Mexico. In every corner you can find a small food truck with churros. We normally get the churros and also we drink hot chocolate with them. Ahora vamos a checar los ingredientes de esta preparación. We have 285 grams of wheat flour. We have 3 pieces of egg, 1 stick of cinnamon, 450 milliliters of water, a spoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and 110 grams of butter. We also have 1 scoop of cinnamon powder and 1 cup of sugar. So if you're ready to make this recipe with me, let's do it together. Vamos a cocinar. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna boil the water with the cinnamon stick. What I want to do with this action is just to take all the flavor or extract all the flavor of the cinnamon and take it into the water. So we're gonna let the cinnamon with the water until it gets boiled, because we want to extract all the flavor of the cinnamon. When it starts to boil, we're gonna take out the cinnamon stick and we're gonna add the butter. So it's boiling already, so I'm gonna take out the cinnamon stick and I'm gonna add the butter. Mantequilla in Spanish. I'm going to use a spatula to help the butter to be melted, and after that I'm going to add the flour. It's important to say that the flour that I'm using is the flour that we use to make bread. Okay, so it's almost melted. Starts to smell the cinnamon and also the butter. So this is a very aromatic preparation. Then pinch of salt and also the scoop of vanilla extract. So now I'm gonna add the flour. And I'm gonna start to mix it. I'm going to turn on the heat and I'm going to start to mix everything. You're gonna check that the dough is going to start to take out from the pan, from the pot. So that's the sign that the dough is getting cooked. I'm gonna try to mix really good the flour with all the ingredients to have a perfect dough. I already have my dough. Okay, it's not sticky, so this is the sign that is a really good dough for churros. Una buena masa para churros. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to crack the egg one by one and I'm gonna mix it with all the dough. So we have one. You have to be careful because it is hot. So you have to mix it really fast to avoid to cook the egg before it's mixed with the dough. So we're going to mix it, and mix it. At the beginning, you're going to check that your dough is going to be very shiny, but you have to mix it all until it gets like it was at the beginning. Okay, I already mixed the first egg, so I'm going to add the second one. I do the same again until it gets mixed. Okay, the second egg is already mixed, and we're gonna start with the third one. If you get tired, you can ask for some help to other people in your family, maybe your kids. Perfect. This is the dough. So I'm going to chill this dough in a bowl, and after 10 minutes, we're going to start to make the churros. So we're going to chill for around 10 minutes because this dough is very hot. So if we start to make the churros now, we're going to burn our hands. So it's important to chill around 10 minutes and then we come back. Before making the churros, we're going to mix 1 cup of sugar and 1 spoon of cinnamon. What we're gonna do is a mix. So after we make the churros and we fry the churros, we are going to pass the churros for this mix of cinnamon and sugar, and get the last touch, the sweet touch that we're gonna have in this dish. So I'm going to mix sugar and cinnamon. And what we're gonna do is just mix it as well. So after my churros are fried, I'm going to pass the churros by the mix of cinnamon and sugar. And if you can smell this, it's like really, really good. Okay, it's already mixed. And now I'm reheating my oil. I need around 3 cups of oil. It depends about the pan that you're gonna use to fry my churros. First, we're gonna make the churros, and then we're going to fry them. So, I'm gonna use a pastry tip. This one, it has to be a star tip, and I'm gonna use as well a pastry bag. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use scissors to cut the tip of the pastry bag to check if it matches with my pastry tip. I need a little bit more. That's perfect. I'm going to put like half of my pastry back with the dough. I'm just going to grab my tip and my pastry bag, and I'm going to make the churros. It depends about how big you want your churros. It could be like small ones or big ones, as you want. I'm gonna make churros about 10 centimeters. So it depends about the size of the churros that you want. Okay, another one. Look how easy it is to make churros. I just have to press with my hands. And I would like to check, if it's ready to fry my churros. So I'm gonna get a small amount of dough and I'm going to put it in the oil. And if it starts to being fried, it means that it's ready. In this case, my oil is done, so I'm gonna start to fry. It's important to have a bowl with some cooking paper and also some tongs to take out my churros. So we can take out all the excess of oil. So if you're ready, let's fry the churros. I'm gonna grab my churro and I'm going to let it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The size of the pan, it depends about the size of the churros. Now I'm using a very big pan with a big amount of oil, but if you don't have a big pan like this and you want to make small churros, you can use a small pan. I'm going to let fry the churros for about 7 minutes. I'm going to show you the color that they have to get when they are ready. So churros are already done, but how should I know that they are ready to take them out from the oil? They have to change the color. They have to be very crispy when you touch them, and if you see, the color has changed, so they are done. I turn out the heat and I take out all the churros. I'm going to use this paper because we want to take out all the excess of oil that they can have. So we're going to continue and we're going to put the churros with the sugar and cinnamon. We're going to start to set the churros, and I'm going to use this Mexican plate. So we have our churros, and what we have to do is just to try them if they are good. My name is Hermano Liva again. It was a pleasure for me to cook with you, and let's do it together, okay? Vamos a probar. Qué rico. Es muy rico. Oishi. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Bye.